pizza people, I'm back, it's Lefty, and I wanted to share with you a quick pizza dough. This is a New York style pizza dough, and I wanted to walk through some of the ingredients that I use here in Japan. This is, first of all, I just want to share with you, this is literally my kitchen. So you'll see that I'm a little high and tight here. There's the pizza oven that you can tell I'm letting preheat. Still got about 15 minutes to go. Now, what I use here, what I found to work really well here is just a regular bread flour. New York pizza dough requires a high protein flour, and as you can see, if I can find it here, this is 12 grams of protein. Tanpaku. And this seems to do the trick. Now, I did buy this today. One thing I never ever knew until I started researching pizza is that pizza dough, pizza flour, or actually any flour, expires, and it's not that far in the future. So today is June. It's going to expire in about 4 months. As you can see, I bought some really fine Japanese style flour that's really high in protein. This is a 13.8% protein flour. The problem is this is already expired, so I used a little bit of it. You know, I found that as you can, I don't know if you can see, but it's really fine flour. It's really like a baby powder, and I found that it doesn't work as well as I had expected. I had expected just a high protein flour to work really well. I use sea salt. It's smart to use salt without iodine. To be honest, I have no idea if this has iodine or not. I'm going to assume, I don't know. I'm going to assume no. Now, it's really important, and I think a lot of people don't realize how important this is, especially when you're starting to make pizza. You need a whole milk, low moisture, aged mozzarella. So this is going to be a little bit hard, a little bit firm to the touch. It's really important that you use a whole milk. If you can't find a whole milk, there are some cheese combinations you can use using a low moisture. I don't know what those are. I just always seek out a whole milk. What you're going to want to do before you put it on the pizza is, or at least what I do, is I put it in the freezer for a little while to make it a little bit hard, and then I shred it. Do not buy pre-shredded. Pre-shredded comes with a coating, and that coating allows it, or prevents it from sticking to the shreds, and so it doesn't work well when it's melting. It really doesn't melt the way you'd like. And then a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano just to top that pizza off. And then I use a little bit of sugar. Some people don't use sugar. I prefer to add a little bit of a sweetness. And then I use some olive oil. I'm using this Villa Blanca that I just bought at the local grocery store. So, without further ado, first of all, I want you to see my little rig. That rice container is where I'm propping the camera up. And I'll just share with you how I'm making this. So, I'm trying to make sure this is dry. I use a digital scale. It would be nice if I had a digital scale that went to the 0.01 decimals, but I haven't been able to find one. Part of my problem is products here in Japan not speaking the language very well. So, sorry, I'm crouching into this. So basically you want to zero out the scale, and you can do that just by pressing the on button again. That's zeroed out, and I am going to grams of flour. So another important lesson is you really should measure out in grams, because different flour, as you saw from the flour that I showed you before that looked like baby powder, it measures differently if you're going to put it in a cup because of the air in between the flour granules. You'll get different measurements. So get a digital scale. It's really easy. It's actually easier than measuring out in a cup. So 5, 6, almost 7, and 730, 740, 750, 7 there's my flour. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to add the other dry ingredients to it. So I'll just drop that right there. Now one of the ingredients I forgot, actually, most important, is yeast. Now you can get this instant dry yeast at the grocery store. And what I found is that one of the ingredients that I had to sample different measurements with quite a bit was yeast. I was using 3 grams initially, and it was just overproofing. The dough was just growing too quickly. So get some measuring containers, and I use about 2 grams now, which I found to be a good size. So here we are, we're zeroed out again on the scale, just so you see, and then just want to get 2 grams in here, 1.5, 2, perfect. I'm going to set aside that. Now for salt, I'm going to use about 16 grams of salt. I like a little bit of salt in the crust. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15.5, 16. Beautiful. I'll put that aside, and then the next measurement is sugar. So this is really a preference. You don't need to put sugar on the crust. Sugar does help with the browning of the crust, and I like some color on the crust. I also, and maybe this is just my preference, I like a little bit of sweetness in the crust. And so I use about 6 grams of sugar, and I'll give the recipe in the description. 6, perfect. So these are all the dry ingredients, and I'm going to mix this into the bowl of flour. And then one thing I forgot to discuss was I am using tap water. In Tokyo, the tap water here is what's called hard water. It's similar to New York water, and then it has minerals in the water. So before I started researching this, I was using bottled water, or I was using Brita tap water in a filter, and it doesn't come out as good, it doesn't taste as good, it doesn't have the minerals that the natural tap water has. I know a lot of folks say that you can't make a New York style pizza out of New York because of the water. Well, I'm here to tell you you can, as long as you have hard water. And if you don't have hard water where you're from, you can add some chemicals. Look up online. If I remember, which I probably won't, I'll add in the description to what you can add to make your water hard. I think it's sodium bicarbonate, maybe. I forget. Anyway, I've been letting this sit for a while. You want to let this sit until it comes to room temperature. Okay. So what I'll do now is combine all of the dry ingredients. So there is the salt, and there is the sugar, and here is the yeast. And I like to grab a chopstick or a fork and just stir this up to combine the ingredients. They're going to combine in the mixer anyway, but I just feel like being complete doing that. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute when I get the mixer set up and I get the rest of the kitchen squared away. As you can see, I need to make some room here. See you in a bit. Later.